registering at the moment. And of course, next week you'll be partaking in your first lectures. The places are limited, and we do have thresholds, which are in the third point there. You're required to achieve 65% or more for maths, physics, and chemistry. Now, if you've been admitted into the School of Engineering, you've achieved that, and you would then have a place in engineering. It is possible to transfer within the degree, but it gets more difficult as the years go on. So after first year, it's highly possible. But after second, third, and fourth year, most people know that that's a degree they want to do, or they would have transferred. It's not recommended to transfer because it can add complications to your subject choice and matter, and also to the combinations of subjects. So generally, students are strongly advised to remain in the discipline that they find themselves in till the end of the degree. It is possible to do a master's degree where you can cross-discipline. So you could do your undergraduate degree, which you would be doing now in mechanical, for example, and you could do a master's degree in electronic and potentially do a PhD in environmental or civil engineering. So at that point, it's easier to transfer when you're between degrees, not within a degree. So the degree structures. The degrees are structured to develop problem-solving skills. I'm sure you know that. Engineers solve problems. Man wanted to go to one place to another years ago across the sea, so he built ships. He wanted to cross land, so he built motor vehicles. He wanted to go to the moon, so he built rockets. So engineers solve problems. That's what we're here for, and problems are ever present, especially in a country where we need infrastructure. So in a country where we need infrastructure, we need engineers to solve the problems of infrastructure, whether it be roads, whether it be petrol, which is chemical, whether it be motor vehicles, airplanes, or trains, or whether it be computers, communication, or whether it be in agricultural engineering, where we have machinery, etc. We start with the basic sciences and communication. You move into the engineering sciences as you move along. We are heavily reliant on design, modeling, project work, and critical thinking. And when you get near the end of your degree, you go into something called finishing courses, which are things like management, entrepreneurship, business, which can often be taken as elective courses. So the progression through the degree, we use a robot system or a traffic light system, I like to say. When you come to an intersection, you see a traffic light and not a robot. You'll learn that as you go along. So the traffic light system is where if you're going along well and you're passing all your subjects, you are labeled green. If you are having difficulty and you have failed 1 or 2 courses or having to repeat courses, you then would go on to an orange system or classification. That means that you're at risk. It doesn't mean that you are a failure at that stage, but it means that you're at risk. And of course, we then monitor you a bit more closely. And of course, you need to monitor yourself a lot more closely there. When we go on to the red, that becomes a problem. Red means that you haven't been meeting our progression that we want, which is in fact 56 credits, but you'll get more into that a bit later. The thing is, when you're onto red, it means that you then go on to probation, and if you continue to go on to red, you get excluded. But today is not the day to talk about that. You will, of course, learn about this as you go along through the degree. It's very important that you understand that you do go on to a progression system of green, orange, and red, which is fairly straightforward. But what support do we offer? It's very important that students are supported through their degree. You know, the degrees are not easy. They are complex, they are difficult, and there are challenges, not only within the degree, but you might also be having challenge in your social environment. So lecturers have consultation times that you can go and see them. We also have tutors. These are people who assist the lecturers, teaching assistants who assist out of the normal times. We also have something called supplementary instruction. This is where you can go and learn a little bit more about an area that you're having difficulty with or concepts that's having or giving you some problems. So we have the supplementary instruction. Generally, these are done on your more difficult subjects, like your mathematics, and within the disciplines, it can be in thermodynamics or it can be in fluid dynamics, etc. So we do offer the supplementary instructions. We have academic development officers, which are ADOs, who can assist from time to time and assist with study skills as well. And then we have student counselors who can assist with student counseling, skills, and even they can assist you with social aspects. If you're having a social problem at home or you're encountering issues, you can, of course, talk to a student counselor, and they can assist you to get counseled and to assist you with a clear pathway on how to move forward. So, in conclusion, well done. You've completed your school career and you've entered into a university. Universities are very exciting places. They are places of innovation. They are places of creativity. They are places where things get invented, ideas get conceptualized. The thing is, as well, universities are places also of hard work. And for the next 4 years of your degree in engineering, you need to work hard. And so a lot of your social activities may have to be curtailed. The challenge is worthwhile. To get a degree in engineering opens doors, not only in terms of employment, but also in terms of a career and also in terms of a lifestyle. So you'll be moving into the world of Macaron, Bugatti, Da Vinci. These are your past pioneers of science. And maybe you might be one of those pioneers of science and engineering as we move forward. And with that, I'm going to conclude. Once again, welcome to the School of Engineering from the Dean and Head of School, from the school office, and from the whole school. We're really looking forward to interacting with you. We're looking forward to working with you. We're looking forward to teaching you. And we hope for you it'll be a rewarding experience, not only for yourself, but also for your sponsors. Thanks, Swastika.
Thank you so much for that, Prof. Wright. We will move on to Prof. Das, the academic leader of teaching and learning, and we will introduce you to the engineering degrees and explain the academic monitoring system to you.
Swastika, can you hear me?
Yes, Prof. Das, we can hear you now.
Really, my internet is a bit unstable. It's just throwing me out on and off. Should I start?
Yes, you may start, Prof.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this orientation program for our first years. Good afternoon, Prof. Glenn, and good afternoon, the parents, the students, and my colleagues. My name is Dilip Kumar Das. I will be the academic leader of teaching and learning of the school. So I'll be taking you through how to navigate your 4 years of engineering program while you stay in our university. I will take off from where Professor Glenn has left. As you know, engineering is a difficult profession, or is a very difficult, branch of study where you need a lot of science and mathematics. You are moving from school to a university, which is very, very challenging. So the transition is very challenging, and it's a very competitive and challenging environment. So you have to cope up with this. Initially it's very difficult to cope up, but you have to be very careful and work hard to cope with this. However, the most important thing is this degree is very, very rewarding. What exactly you do? Prof. Glenn has said that engineers solve problems. Yes, you are here to learn how to solve complex problems and contribute to the socio-economic and environmental sustainability of this world. In other words, you are contributing to our society, to the nation, and to the world. And that's why you need to be very responsible as well as very careful and learn the key competencies as well as skill to contribute to that. So the essence is you need to learn, need to demonstrate what you have learned, and competent and able to solve the problems, whatever that comes on your way, irrespective of its dimension, including social or economic or engineering or environmental dimensions. Now, There is a small problem in this when you come to transition from this school to university, you become more free, you have grown up, so you may feel that you have time to enjoy. Yes, you can enjoy, but at the same time, you should grow socially and intellectually. So, Stika, can you move? Next
Yes,
slide.
we can hear you, Prof.
Can you move second slide?
Yes, it's just, there we go.
Okay. So as Professor Glenn has said, we have 4 clusters and 8 programs, out of which 7 programs are in engineering and one of them is in land surveying or geomatics. If you look at the first cluster is our civil engineering, agriculture and engineering and surveying cluster, where we offer 3 degrees. One is BSc Engineering Civil, BSc Engineering Agricultural, and BSc Surveying. The next cluster is chemical engineering, under which we have 1 program. So we offer a qualification on chemical engineering. Then the third cluster is electrical engineering, electronic engineering, and computer engineering, where we offer 3 qualifications. In one is in electrical engineering, the second is in electronic engineering, and third is in computer engineering. And the last cluster is mechanical engineering, where we offer the degree called mechanical engineering or BSc Engineering Mechanical. Next slide. Okay. So as you know, you are moving from school, so the program structure will be a little bit different. We have semesters, or we follow a semester structure. That means we will have 2 semesters in a year. Each semester constitutes 6 months, one from January to June and another from July to December. During these 6 months, in each semester, we'll have 13 weeks of teaching and 3 weeks of examination, which is about 16 weeks of your academic activities. The other 8 weeks are, your self-studies, holidays and all those things. So you are going to work academically 16 weeks out of 24 weeks in a semester, but that also includes your self-studies. We have the modules, with the subjects we call modules here. You have to take a number of modules in each semester, and each module carries about a credit of 8 or 16 credit. And then you move from first year. In each year, you have to complete 2 semesters. So you move from first year to second year, then from second year to third year, and third year to fourth year. And after your fourth year, you will be recognized. You'll get a professionally recognized degree, which is also accredited. While going through your academic activities, you are going to follow a particular structure of academic programs. For example, you have to go for coursework. That means you have to attend classes and learn things, and then you have to be assessed. Then in addition to that coursework or classwork, then you are going to assess based on practicals, or you are going to do some practicals. You are also supported by some tutorials. That means in small groups, whatever has been learned, you can engage with your lecturers or your tutors on certain problems or specific problems and solve those problems. So that is called tutorials. Then during this period, you are also going to assess based on a few tests, which we call class tests. And then you have a main examination or supplementary examination at the end of the semester. But before you go for semester, there is one word mentioned called DP. It is tick marked. It's tick marked for a particular reason. I will discuss about it. But DP means duly performed. So if you have duly performed all your academic activities, then only you will be allowed to write your main examination. If you don't if you have not achieved your duly performed or DP, then you will not be allowed to write your main examination. So be careful about it, but I will elaborate it a little later. So Stika, please. Okay. So how does it work for DP requirements? If you have, I think you will all get a handbook
Yes,
for
you
engineering. You'll get a handbook which is green in color, and every year we have a handbook which constitutes all the rules and regulations, course requirements, course contents or curriculum. So that should be your encyclopedia for the 4 years. Each year you will get one, and you have to follow that one. Everything is there. If you don't follow that one or don't look into that, then you'll be in trouble. So in here, you have to look at the handbook, and there it is mentioned what is the DP requirement. Each course, each module has a particular DP requirement. So you have to follow that DP requirement, and you must attend to that DP requirement. I will tell you what are the requirements a little later. And then if you don't achieve DP requirements, then you have to appeal your DP. Suppose you are refused DP, then you have to appeal on the DP, and then perhaps you'll be approved for DP, or you'll be refused. If you are approved for DP, then you can write the examination. If you are refused, then you cannot write the examination. But the DP refusals only are overturned on technical grounds. Technical grounds means DP is not given DP is refused on wrong grounds, not on right grounds. So if you have some grounds like that, then only you'll succeed in your appeals. Then we have called exam board. Exam board is ratifies the results after making marking and moderation. For example, when you write the examination, then all your scripts are marked and moderated, and then the marks are compiled. Then we look at your results. Once the results, a term decision is given, depending on how much marks you have achieved, how much credits you have accumulated, a term decision is given. That means during the six months or during the semester, what is your achievement? Based on your achievement, you will get a term decision. If you remember, Professor Glenn was saying about the robot system, traffic light system. There is a green, there is a orange or yellow, and there is red. Green means you are doing well, outstanding, or doing well, you are passing your modules, then you are all right. There is no problem. But if you are orange, then you are at risk. That means you are not performing according to what is desired. For example, you should have 72 credits. You should pass 72 credits in a year, in a semester, but you are not doing that. You are doing around 56 or 64. Then you may get into a risk. So that is a red flag. And if you don't perform, if you perform below that, suppose you are getting 48 credits or below that, then it will be red. Red means you are likely to be excluded after some time. That means you will be sent home and then asked to come back after some rehabilitation. I will discuss about that. So the exam board generally provides that term decision. Exam board is one of the important committees who decides on your exam results or your navigation through these semesters. So, but there are also some important things to note. For example, you don't pass well, you have some problems, and you didn't pass the examination, and you look for a special examination. Then you have to apply for special examination. So that should be within 5 days of exam date. That means before 5 days of the exam date. And if you are not satisfied with your marks, then you can ask for a remarking, apply for a remarking through following a process of the university through some application, proper application process, and it should be you should apply before 10 days of the examination. Swastika. Here, the DP requirement. That is what I was telling you. Here, DP requirements are, you have to meet the minimum requirements of attendance of 80% in all practicals. Remember, if you have a practicals in your modules, then you have to attend at least 80% of the classes, practical classes, tutorial classes, and field work. You have to also attend all the assignments and tests. If you fail in a test or you don't attend a test, then you will not be given DP or you will be refused DP. So be careful about your assessment, assignments, tests, and practicals. You have to complete them. And also, you have to have minimum of 40% of your class record. That means you have to achieve 40% of marks in your total class marks. The total marks are divided into class marks and examination marks. So class marks, you have to achieve at least 40% in that class record. So that is more important. The DP, I'm emphasizing on DP requirements because many of the students fail in DPs and they are not allowed to write examination. Next, you have to go for, if you fail in your main examination, then you can go for a supplementary examination. But in order to qualify for supplementary examination, you need to have a 40 to 40%, 48% of total marks in the examination. If you have 40 to 48%, then only you can be allowed to write your supplementary examination. Then if you get more than 75% in a semester, you will get Dean's commendation. If you get more than 80% in overall average in the whole in the year, then you'll get the scholarship will be renewed. If you get more than 75% of 79%, then you get a cum laude. And then if you get more than 80% in the degree, then you got a summa cum laude. Swastika. Okay, but here you have to look into your special exam rules, GR23, remarking rules, GR20, viewing of scripts, GR20. So please specifically look into these rules and understand how they work. No, what you should be knowing. We have 16 to 20 lectures a week. Remember, 16 to 20 lectures in 5 days. We work from Monday to Friday, and you have to attend 16 to 20 lectures. 3 to 4 hours, 3 to 4 3-hour practicals or tutorials, which are usually conducted in the afternoon. Our first lecture starts at 7:45 a.m. in the morning, and practicals end at 5:15 p.m. or in the evening. There will be no teachers or parents meetings, or you will not get a report card. If you have some continuous some modules, they have continuous assessment, then you will have to follow the process of continuous assessment. But you will be assessed continuously, like you have to assess based on tests, in tutorials, do your assignments, and then from your examination. And as I have told you previously, that you have to earn your DP to be allowed to write in examinations. Swastika. Okay, there are 2 new rules that have come. You have to be very careful here. If you remember, you look at BR10, I am emphasizing it, BR10, that is first year completion of first year experience. This is a new module, first year experience program, which is a non-credit bearing module. You have to do it in the first year itself. If you don't complete this first year experience module, then you will not be allowed to continue your degree. You will be asked to leave the university or leave this degree qualification. So please complete this first year experience in first year itself. That is in either in first semester or second semester. Similarly, there is another rule called BR11. You have to complete a module called critical social justice and citizenship module. You have to complete this. This is again a non-credit bearing module, but you have to complete it within the next 4 years. This is not a first year module, but you can complete it within the 4 years. But you have to look into rules GR8A if you have already done that, or you can get an exemption. Now, how you can help yourself? You have to work consistently and effectively. As I have told you, and Professor Glenn has emphasized, that it's a hard work. You have to work hard, and you have to work consistently and effectively. You have to work for 72 credits in a semester. That means 720 hours you have to work in the semester. 60 hours a work or usually more. That means you have to work 60 hours a week. That means you have to work much hard. If you have any problems, then we have a mechanism to resolve problems. Please resolve your problems early. You have to consult your lecturers if you have a problem, and if you do not know what to do. So first, your first point of contact is your lecturer. Then if your lecturer cannot solve your program, then you go to program coordinators in the programs. Then from then you can go to teaching academic leader of the discipline, or you can go to academic leader of teaching and learning. That is me at this point of time. Or then you can move to dean. So you have to follow a protocol to resolve your problems, but we advise that you resolve your problem much earlier. You can enjoy your social life. This is university. You can enjoy your social life, but with little bit care and moderation. So you have to help yourselves. And what we expect, you have to work hard and consistently, as I am emphasizing again. Don't fall behind. If you are falling behind, please seek help. We are there to help you. As I told you, you will be taken care of. You all are in good hands. So you'll be taken care of. So please don't feel shy to seek help. If you have a problem, please seek help. Don't ever bunk a lecture, tutorial, practical. Don't ever lose that one, because if you lose something in a lecture, then it will be very difficult to recapture. So please don't abstain from a lecture or tutorial or practical. And most important, don't cheat. Don't ever cheat. I will talk about cheating in next slides. At the same time, you should be enthusiastic, get engaged and involved, and all embrace whatever the university has to offer, because you will not have this environment after 4 years. This is one of the best times of your life. So please, enjoy that whole 4 years. Here, as I'm saying, you need to be very careful about cheating and plagiarism. Plagiarism means you are copying from somebody, from some work or somebody without giving credits. That means your work is similar to somebody else, maybe your colleague, maybe your teachers, or maybe your friend, or maybe somebody outside, somewhere in South Africa or somewhere in the world. Somebody has done something, you copied and submitted. That is not acceptable. Because people do it because it's very easy and you think that you can get away with that. No, you cannot get away with that. Plagiarism, we have a very serious plagiarism policy, and you will be prosecuted if you have plagiarized something. And it means if you are really, the prosecution can lead to permanent expulsion and with a criminal record from the university. So don't ever do this. That's why I have highlighted it with yellow. So please, it's a big no and big cross. Remember this one. Swastika. So what you can expect from us, as I have told you, we are here for you. And you are in good hands. We'll provide you quality education with high standards. We have a very nurturing environment. We always enable you to improve, to enhance your capability and competence. We'll find professionalism, integrity, and fairness. We are very fair. The university is very fair. We believe in integrity and professionalism. We have a multicultural environment. You'll find different languages, different cultures, and everything. You will find different kind of people here. We are very tolerant and respectful for all. We respect everyone, and we are very tolerant. We are patient. We listen to your problems and try to solve it. We also pride in ourselves, our students, and our university. We really care about our university, and we are proud that we are in this university. So you can expect this from us. Swastika. Okay, so this is all about what we are looking at from the engineering side to navigate from your during these 4 years. But then I will talk about progression, a few words about progression. Now, what is progression? Progression means from one semester, moving from one semester to next semester, and from 1 year to next year. If you look at your green book or handbook, there is a robot system we have developed. Based on that, progression is achieve, you can progress. So first, the normal progression, that means if you achieve 72 credits in a semester, then you can progress to the next semester. But if you achieve 48 credits, although you have not achieved normal progression, you can still progress. That means 48 credits out of 70 credits, 78 credits, 72 credits. That means you passed 48 credits out of 72 credits, still you can move to the next semester. That means you can register in the next semester. But if you do below than that, then you will be under probation. You may not be allowed to progress. And if you are achieving a credit of 56 or below, then you are at risk. So normal is 72, minimum is 48, but if you have 56 or below, then you are at risk. That means you will say that you are at risk, you must keep yourself TD and work hard. Then we exclude you if you, for consecutive 2 semesters, you achieve 48 credits or less than 48 credits per semester for 2 consecutive semesters, then we will exclude you. That means you will be excluded to register in the second semester, in the next semester. But while doing so, we will give you an opportunity to appeal. That you can appeal that, okay, I will work hard and I have these conditions, so I can do well. So I will do well if given an opportunity. Then an appeal committee will look into that, and then they may grant you the appeal. So if they grant you the appeal, then you have to readmit under condition or under probation. That means you have been given a readmission with probation. And there will be a probation criteria that you must achieve this. Or if you are not, your appeal is not successful, then you will be redirected to another college, like, for example, to science or humanities or law or management, or even to another institution in South Africa. So exclusion is very, very important. And there are 2 more rules on which I'm going to tell you, which is a little bit scary. Like if you have appealed and got successful, you readmitted, but then again you get unsuccessful and you are excluded, then you will be
Sorry, we seem to have lost Prof. Des. We're just going to give him a minute to try and reconnect his audio.
I'm sorry, can you hear me, Swastika?
Yes, we can hear you now, Prof.
The network is very precarious. Okay, so I was talking about exclusions. If you excluded again after your appeal, then you will leave the university for 2 years, during which period you have to work in an industry for 6 months on relevant to your study. And then, or you can take one module in another university, but that should be relevant to your study or equivalent to the modules which we offer. So after that, you can come back and readmit. But if you fail again or excluded again, then you will be asked to leave the university for 7 years. That will be called XNFS 7. That means you will be out of the university for 7 years, and then you will come back and get readmitted. So please be careful about that. Don't waste your 2 years time or 7 years time to get a degree. Once you complete your degree, we are talking about progression. Once we complete your degree, you can get a degree, a class of degree like pass or dean's commendation or certificate of merit and so on. So, or a cum laude or a summa cum laude. So that is all about progression. Swastika, next slide. Okay. The one which I was talking about, the robot system, this is a part of the robot system, not the full robot system. And now there was a word called scary. Now it's not no more there. It's there in the handbook. If you look at it, be careful and look at this very carefully. You start here. I'll just give an example. You start here. You meet the minimum progression. Then if it is Y, then you are progressing. And if you are past 56 credits in this semester, then if it is yes, then you are in green. That means everything is fine. But if you see, if it is a no, that you don't meet the minimum progression, I will talk about what is the minimum progression. If it is not, no, you didn't achieve minimum progression, then we'll look into how many semesters you have registered. If you are registered more than one, less than one, then it will be a no, then you will get orange. That means you are a risk. If you have registered for more than one, then failed progression, that means you are going to be excluded. Readmit on progression, that means FPRR, that means you will be excluded and you may appeal and you will get readmission. But if you are doing everything well, then you get a green. If you are not doing well, but doing slightly lower than the expected, then you get a orange or risk. Here, look at the progression rules. In the first semester, the minimum progression is 48 credits and maximum is 72. And in second semester, you'll get, in 2 semesters, you should achieve minimum of 96 out of 144. That means maximum credits you can pass is 144. But if you achieve 96 credits, then only you can pass. So at the end of 8 semesters, you need to achieve 576 credits to graduate. If you don't do that, then you will look into your minimum progression. That means you have to achieve minimum of 394 credits. If you are achieved 394 credits, then you will be allowed to complete your degree in next 4 semesters. Otherwise, you will be excluded. So please look into this one properly in your handbook and get acquainted with it. If you are acquainted with it, then you will have no problems. Swastika, next slide. Okay, so during this progression, let us talk about how it really works. Look at this, there are modules. In the left side, you'll find module codes. Each module has a module code qualification. There is a qualification written Bachelor of Science in Engineering, Chemical Engineering. Now there are these modules, Chemical 161, ENCS 1EA, these are module codes and you are registered for these modules. The student has registered for these modules and these are module names. And each module have a credit. Look at this, 16, 8, 8, 16, 16, 8 are the credits and you have your 72 credits. You are registered for 72. Now you achieved marks out of 100. Here in first one, 89, second one, 80, third one, 75, fourth one, 96, fifth one, 86, and sixth one, 86. Now you got these marks and we have a weighted average mark of 87%. So if you achieve this mark, then you'll get 87% of marks overall. And if you see there is something PM and PM means passed with merit. That means you get a certificate of merit because you have got more than 75% or 80%. And if you have passed, then you just get a pass. So this is the best case scenario. And you get a certificate of merit. That means this student got 4 certificate of merit. And since he has got 87%, he gets a dean's commendation. So this is the best case scenario. Let us see the worst case scenario if you are not doing well. They are the same thing, the same modules, same subject codes and same module names. And then you got marks like 52, 37, 69, 26, 34, 34, 33. And you have a weighted average of 40%. That means you are not doing well. And you got only 24 credits out of 72. So you have not achieved the minimum of 48. That means you are not even you are not progressing and you only got 40%. So you are failing. That means you will not progress, you will be excluded and you have to appeal. So this is the way it works. So you have to be careful and work accordingly to navigate these 4 years. Swastika. Okay, so this is from the school side, which I have discussed. How to, what you should be doing, what you expect from us, and what are the rules, progression, how you should be progressing. Next thing is what college office. There is a discipline where you are really taught. Then there is school who manages your things at the school level, and then there is a college office. College office does certain things. I will tell you. College staff helps in. Swastika, just take it back. College office helps in academic administration, around 800 students for each administration officer. So you have to be nice, patient, and polite. Don't send an SMS or WhatsApp or email saying that I need to be attended to urgently. That doesn't work. So you have to be patient, nice, and be polite, be respectful. They help you in applications, they help you in orientation. This orientation program is led by them. Then they help you in registration, they help you in DP appeals. The most important thing is they help you in graduation. They will give you the degree. They will help you in withdrawals, and they help you in exam boards and exclusion. So these are the things the college office assist you in this. So this is all about from us. I just want to tell you that you are in good hands. You will be well taken care of, provided you work hard and contribute and do yourself, help yourself. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that, Prof. Das. I know that all sounds very daunting, but it's here just to give you advice and to help you maneuver through the next 6 months or your first semester. Next, we have Godfrey Marumure, our academic officer, who will explain the academic support structures that are available for you. I will share his presentation. Okay, over to you, Godfrey.
The presentation is not visible. Can you try again?
Okay, we can hear you. Can you see the presentation?
I can see the presentation. Yeah, there you go. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, students. Thank you very much for choosing UKZN, in particular College of Agriculture, Engineering and Science as your college of study, and in particular the School of Engineering. I'm Godfrey Marumure, the Principal Academic Development Officer in the school, representing the College of AES here in Howard campus. Right. I'm going to talk about the academic support structures that we provide to students here in Howard or in the college. Next. Although engineering is difficult, we have a lot of support programs that we provide to our students, and with the right attitude, focus, and commitment from you as the students, I know you can easily make it. You can actually make it. So it is all about focusing or following what we really say as a school, right? Your first point of contact is your post lecturer. We have the post lecturers who are going to be in contact with you, providing lectures, the tutorials, and so on. And whenever you have any problem in a module, we have to contact the post lecturer, or you go to the program coordinator. If not, as Prof. has just said, you go to the program coordinator or academic leader of the cluster, and so on. And always, our post lecturers, they have a consultation time. That is very, very important indeed. Whenever you have challenges in a module, don't wait until it is too late. Consult with the post lecturer, consult with the tutor, and so on. At the beginning of each and every semester, we have a curriculum advance, which is part of our support. It's very, very important indeed. You are going to see that as you progress, you may fail 1 or 2 modules and so on, and there will be a need to restructure your degree, as Prof. David just said, when he was talking about the progression and so on. Then it is important that you get the correct curriculum advice. You are advised to join the program coordinator of your discipline so that you get the proper curriculum advice. Don't get curriculum advice from friends, from other people, and so on. It is only the members of your discipline who can give you the correct advice. And also, you have to go through the handbook. In the next few weeks, I will invite you for some workshops where we are going to deal with a number of topics, and including interpreting the college handbook. Right. Then apart from the post lecturer, we have the academic leader. He has already spoken. That is Prof. Does. We have the dean. You listen to him. He spoke a lot about the engineering degree. And then we have academic support and advancement program, which is ASAP, the one that I really run. And on ASAP, our responsibility is to provide academic support to students in the form of supplemental instruction, just like what the dean said. We provide SI, that is supplemental instruction, to the so-called risky modules, that is modules with a high failure rate, and so on. Therefore, you are always encouraged to attend the SIs. And as first-year students, not only first year, everyone is encouraged to register on the LEM 2024 page. Since you've already registered, I think you already see your modules on LEM 2024. But for this particular module, you have to self-enroll. I'll send you the link next week, and so on, where you're supposed to self-enroll, and that is where you would actually see all the activities, academic activities, supporting your module. That can be Maths 131, that can be Physics 151, Maths 132, and so on, right? We monitor your performance as well. And from time and time, I'll be inviting students to discuss their progress and so on. When you are invited for academic discussion, academic advice, please attend. It is very, very important. Don't wait until it is too late. That's all. Apart from SI, we provide both things. We provide as well workshops for soft skills, writing skills, and so on. That is very important. From time to time, you should always attend them. And as advised, I realized the some students don't actually check their emails. You are advised to always check your emails, at least once a day. Just to check what is in my email box, which are the important emails, and so on. What is it that I'm supposed to attend, and so on. That is very, very important indeed. Then we have student support services. After I've given my presentation, you are going to listen to the student support services, what they actually provide, what they actually do, and so on. Then we have the campus health, the campus health clinic, and other facilities. I think as from Monday, you have the different facilities which are provided by the university. Whenever you don't know where to go, I am there for you. Just contact me. Next week, I will send you an email where you can book on Bootcamp. It's either you can see me physically or we can get a meeting online. That platform allows us, it allows you to book online, or we can get face-to-face meeting. Friends, as a university, please don't work alone. Work with the peers, work with the colleagues. It's not all about competition, right? Just like when you leave the university, you are not going to work alone. You are going to work with other people out there. Therefore, you have to develop this skill of working with other people right here and so on. Right? And within the academic support structure, we also have class representatives, which is a very, very important component in our college. We take them seriously. We train the class reps And these class reps, they are responsible for having meetings with you as students. Whenever you have problems, not only individual problems, but the class problems, you discuss with your class representative, with the class representative, and the class representatives always or regularly have meetings with their program coordinators who present your problems at the school teaching and learning committee meeting. And the school tries to resolve some of these problems and so on, right? And always, whenever you present a problem, please ask for feedback after a certain period of time, right? Then we have the SRC, it is there to assist you as well, and so on. The SRC, and with the SRC, there are certain issues that they can deal with. It may be academic, but maybe for academic problems, we expect you to deal with the academics and so on. Right. Next. Right. If you are here in the university, you are going to have a lot of experience. For most of you, it is your first time to be away from home or to stay alone. And because of that, you have to be self-disciplined. You have to be focused, and you have to manage your time properly, and so on. There are a lot of skills that you are supposed to learn, that you are going to learn throughout, and so on. This is a university, it's different from high school. There is less supervision, meaning that you have to supervise yourself. You have to adhere to 2 days, assignment 2 days, 30 days. You have to be punctual at your lecture, your tutorials. You have to prepare the tutorial. You have to prepare for the lecture. You are going to see that it's almost going to be overwhelming, particularly during the first weeks. And that's where I really come in. I hold workshops on time management, including the student support services. They also assist with the time management. We hold workshops on time management where we assist you on how to plan your time, short-term and long-term. From a day, a week, the whole semester, we assist you with all that. And it's 50 years, we are going to see that we are going to have large classes, which is something that we are not used to in the high school. So, and if you are staying alone, there are a lot of temptations. Some of you are here in Durban for the first time, and so on. And there are a lot of temptations because of peer pressure. Please, you know yourself. Please take control of yourself. Remain focused. Meaning that you have to put down your goals. And each and every time you have to assess how much have I achieved? Am I moving in the right direction to achieve my goals? Am I getting lost? The moment you realize that, oh, things are no longer moving in the right direction, get in touch with someone, talk to someone. You can come and talk to me. You can talk to the student support services. You can talk to the academics in your discipline and so on. They can help you, right? There are a lot of great opportunities for widening your horizons. We have a lot of sporting activities, clubs, and societies. At SU, next to the library. When you are here on campus, you go to the SU next to the library. You meet the SRC there. The SRC right there, they organize all these activities and so on. You are free to join all these activities, all clubs and societies. And there are high chances of making lifelong friendships. And so on. Next. Right. Always, when there are people, there are some complaints. Sometimes the things don't move in the right direction, and people raise complaints and so on. So, as a student, you may have some complaints. It can be as an individual or as a class. If it is a class problem, you raise it with the class rep, right? But if it is an individual, it can be a problem with the marks, the missing scripts, or missing marks, or so on. You conduct the lecture, right? Conduct the lecture. If your problem is not resolved, you go to the module coordinator. From the module coordinator, you go to the program coordinator. And I think by then it will just be resolved and so on. We don't expect people to send emails to the VC, to the DVC, or to the dean. we have the proper structure to follow. Because if you send an email to the dean or to the DCC, that email is still going to come back, and that delays the response, that delays your problem being resolved. But what if you have psychosocial problems? Contact the student counselors. Any other problem that you think you don't know who to contact, just contact me and so on. Even when if it is about registration and so on, get in touch with me. I will assist. I will direct you to the relevant people, to the right people who can assist you, and so on. We work with the SRC and so on. The academic leader has already explained what he actually does and so on. This complete flow chart is on our late 2024 page, and you shall be always reminded of it. You always follow it. The moment you follow it, you won't have any problems and so on in getting your problems resolved. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, I'm here to answer any question.
Thank you so much for that, Godfrey. All details will have, so we've shared a link on the question and answer section, and you will find everybody's contact details. You'll find a whole lot of useful information if you click on that link. And I will tell you a little bit more about it after the last presentation. We will have Chalile Zulu, who is going to speak to you now, and she's one of our student counselors. So over to you, Chalile. Chalile, are you able to share your screen? Chalile, can you hear us? Prashna, are you online?
I'm online, Swasti. Shall I just quickly check with her?
Yes, please.
Hold on.
I can share your presentation in the interim, but then you won't be able to change your slides. There we go. Thank you.
All right, Swasti, Tuli's just going to come in and use my device. Can you just stop sharing and then I'll share from my side?
Sure, no problem. Sorry, we are having network issues at university
Yes,
at the moment,
apologies.
so please be patient with us. I'm not sharing anything, Prashna.
All right, sorry, everybody.
Chalile
Tuli
is actually
just sort
sharing.
that out. Yeah, give us a minute. Sorry, apologies.
Okay. Hi everyone, I'm so sorry. My laptop just froze. Can you hear me?
Yes, Chalile, we can. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. My name is Tulile. I'm from Student Support. I will just quickly share some, play some video for you to advertise our services. In the meantime, can you please watch this video? I hope it will be able to play. Okay. Is the video playing?
No, it's not playing as yet. I think with the network being so bad, it may not play. It may take some time to load.
Play. Okay. Okay, let me just not play it then for time's sake. I'll just because what also in the study is also repeated in the video. So, okay. Okay, we as student support services, we have a student in our division. We do have our administrators, we do have counselors, we do have educational psychologists. We also do have STOs. So we are based at Westville campus, PMB campus, and also Howard College campus. So at Westville campus and PMB campus, we do have administrators, but they do also assist with queries that are from the Howard College campus. So at PMB campus, we have Bongi Wezondi, who is a very lovely lady. They are able to assist. And also we do have Miss Nwanda Hadebe at Westville campus. And here at Howard, we only have one student counselor, which is Mrs. Prashna Singh. And at PMB campus, at Westville campus, we do have two counseling psychologists and one intern counseling psychologist and also a student development officer. And at PMB campus, we have one educational psychologist and one intern educational psychologist and student development officer. So what are some of the reasons like you should come to us for a session? The reason is that we as student support, we are here to support you. We are very committed to your well-being, everything that affects you personally and also results in poor performance. We're here to assist you. We believe we are so committed in your well-being. We all about physical well-being, mental well-being, and emotional well-being. So we are here to support you. And for us as student support, there is no problem at all that is too small or too big. Whatever issue that you're facing could be personal, it could be even like you're suffering from time management, or it could be relationship problems, whatever that you're facing, nothing is too big or too small. We're here to assist you. And also, we do support your studies. That is also the reason that you should come for us, because whatever situation that is affecting how you perform in academically, we are here to assist you. That is why we say you should come to us and we will assist you. And also, do not worry, guys, about whatever you discuss during our sessions is it confidential, about privacy issues or not. But what we ensure is that confidentiality, it is very, very ensured. We are very confident. We are all about confidentiality and professionalism. And the nicest thing about our services is that we do not charge. It is free of charge. Once you are a registered student, you have full access to our services. And also, as I've just said, you can see us with either a personal or career and academic counseling. And in our team, we do have diversity of counselors. We have Zulu speaking, we have English speaking people, and we're just diverse. We embrace diversity. So you should come for us, and we're not judgmental at all. If you want to make a booking and you want to use our services, we urge students to book our counselors through a a booking link, which is through Booking, and the link, it is highlighted in blue, which is HTTPS, like the booking link. Please, for future reference, please take a screenshot of this link, because this is the link that you would use it should you want to have a session with our counselors. And the nicest thing about it is that there's no need for you to continue creating multiple profiles. If you should want to have a session again, you just create a profile once, and then you can book from there in that link anytime, wherever you are, you can even cancel your session. But please, if you cancel, you do happen to cancel your session, we advise you to cancel 24 hours before, so that you will be able to, we will be able to give spaces to other students who would like to use our services. And also, once your session has been approved, by one of our counselors, you as a student, you will receive a confirmation via email that your booking has been approved, and you will receive a form that you always need to sign before your session commences. So we urge you to please sign that consent form, because if you do not sign it, the session will not happen. Because if you sign that consent form, you give us consent that you will you will continue with this session, and whatever is discussed here, you will feel free that it's confidential, but you just give us that you really do want to have a session with us. So it is very important that you sign that form and return to it, because if you do not sign it, then you won't have any session happening. And also, with this booking system, you always receive reminders. The only thing that you need to make sure that you do not forget about the session that you've booked is that please check your emails regularly. I know you students will oftentimes forget how to check your emails, but please make Outlook your friend, because whatever reminders and forms that you receive when you book through the booking system, you will receive that information in the email. So make emails your friend. And when you're making an appointment, what the nicest thing also about using this booking for our services is that it's up to you as a student. You can choose, do you want face-to-face, do you want Zoom, do you want 30 minutes, do you want an hour? So it is up to you. We give you a choice. We're not restricting you to any we're not time limiting you. Just if you want to have a session with our counselors for 30 minutes, fine, we give you 30 minutes. But if you want an hour, we can even go as long as an hour, because we are here to support you. We want to help you in whatever challenges you face, so that you become a better student at UKZN. And if you want to contact us as student support, we do have a generic email of which our lovely administrators that I showed on before I started my presentation, they will get back to your queries and respond. And also, we do have a toll-free line, of which also again our administrators will answer your calls and then respond to your queries. And we do have a website which you should visit to see what our services, what do we offer. And also, as I've said, we use the booking link. And we do have some frequently asked questions about our services, whether does it cost for you to see us? And the answer is no, we just free of charge. So whatever services that we give to you, it is free of charge, because you are registered with UKZN. And also, we also do get questions. Can I choose who I want to see? Yes, there are a number of counselors that you can choose from, as I've portrayed. So you're not compelled to see one therapist. You can to see one counselor. You can see whoever you want to see. And also, can I consult in Zulu, because I know while some students are comfortable in speaking isiZulu when they have issues, because sometimes we cannot articulate properly what we want to say. Yes, we do have counselors who speak isiZulu. And also, can I consult more than once? Yes, you can, but however, you should know that we now, as student support, we only offer 7 sessions per student per year. Why do we offer 7 sessions per students per year? It's because we want to allow as many students as we can in our college to be able to utilize our services as well. So we allocate 7 sessions. So, but however, if you are a crisis client, let's say maybe you have an emergency or something, we give you priority. And also, how safe is my information? Just ensure that we just want to ensure that whatever is discussed during the session, it is very confidential. It won't be shared anywhere. It stays between you and your counselor. And also, can I consult if I'm worried about small things? Whatever that affects your emotional well-being, your mental well-being, it is not small. It is, even if it's small as you think it's small, but it's not small, you can come to us and we can assist you. And then other questions that you often get is that are my parents allowed to know what is discussed? No, but if you are a minor, then a parent can know what is being discussed. Are you compelled to come for counseling? Counseling is completely voluntary. It's up to you. If you feel like you're not okay, you can go to a counseling. But if you don't want to go, it is your decision. We're not going to force you. If you want to come, you can come. It's just voluntary. And also, what happens if you miss appointment? Nothing will happen, but you should know that if you decide to, maybe you no longer want to have a session, please inform us that you need to cancel, so that by canceling your booking on the booking book via booking, so that you notify us that you will no longer be coming to the session, so that we'll be able to accommodate other students. And also, if you, let's say you book and you do not cancel, you do not notify us in advance, you just don't show up for your appointment, we regard that appointment as did not arrive. Then, because remember, we offer 7 sessions. So let's say you did not come for that session, that's the session that you did not arrive for, and then we minus them for your allocated sessions. So that is why it's coming, maybe because we know that things happen. There can be an emergency that forces you not to come for a session, but please just cancel the appointment and notify us beforehand, so that we won't deduct your session that you did not arrive for from your allocated sessions. So I hope if I can go back to the video, I will be able to also, you'll be able to also see what other services that we do offer. I just hope that it plays. If it doesn't play, Prash, can you play it on your side if it's possible?
I can try. Swasti, do we have time to play the video?
Yes, Prash, we have a few minutes.
Perfect. All right. Julie, do you want to try stop sharing on your side, and then let me see if I can do it. Oh, wait, there we go. Try. No.
Okay, let me just stop sharing and then.
All right, let me try. Perfect.
Okay. Oh, it is playing.
There's no sound, Julie.
It's no sound.
Now there's sound.
There's no sound.
I think let me try sharing it. Your signal's not, it's gonna keep on freezing.
Okay, let me start it again.
Julie, do you want to just try stopping to share and letting me try, please?
Okay, I'm trying to stop sharing.
All right. Okay, let's see now.
Prashna, you need to share with sound. You haven't shared with sound.
It is sharing with sound, Sally. I think it's just not going to play.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Welcome to Student Support Services. In this short video, I'm inviting you to learn more about who we are, what do we do, and how you can access our services. Who are we? The College of Agriculture, Engineering and Science Student Support Services are located across campuses of UKZN. We are in Pietermaritzburg, Westville, Howard, and Sidara. Student Support Services is a counseling and development service offered to registered students in the college. We are responsible for ensuring the holistic well-being of the CAES student population. And we do this by assessing, diagnosing, and intervening in a range of academic, career, personal, or development problems that students experience. Our goals as student support are to develop students as lifelong learners, to help them manage the transition from school to UKZN, to ensure that students' personal and emotional needs are met, as we are aware that many students' academic performance is negatively affected by difficult personal circumstances. And lastly, to prepare students to do better at the world of work. We therefore attend to students presenting with issues such as personal or psychological difficulties, psychiatric symptoms, substance abuse, grief, relationship difficulties, unplanned pregnancies, adjustment difficulties, study skills and time management problems, stress, depression, and more. As student support services, staff consist of professionally trained counseling, clinical or educational psychologists who are popular as counselors, intern psychologists, and life skills officers. All counselors are registered with the Health Professions Council of South Africa, HPCSA, and are committed to the highest ethical standards. AES Student Support Services is also an accredited HPCSA internship training site for counseling and educational psychologists. What do we do? There's still so much stigma associated with attending counseling or seeking support, and some still incorrectly view our services as only meant for individuals experiencing extreme psychological stress. This is not correct. It's a damaging falsehood. As a student, you'll need support at different stages of your academic career, and it does not always have to be if something is going wrong or worrying you. Student support is here to help students develop and work on their personal self and academic skills, either individually or in groups. We want to ensure your academic success and assist in the different parts that make you a UKZN student. Student support, in summary, therefore, offers a range of confidential, free, and professional services. Some services offered at student support services are individual counseling and psychotherapy, academic risk assessments, psychological assessments, crisis management, career assessment, group work or therapy, life skills workshops, for example, stress and time management, note-taking, examination and test skills, employment skills, budgeting and nutrition, career decision-making, and a range of other programs. Study skills development, LEC, which is the Learning Enhancement Checklist, class representative training, or any form of leadership training for students, staff training and development. We also do teletherapy if face-to-face counseling is impossible. How to access our services? All our services are free. However, we work by appointment only unless a crisis arises. Booking is therefore essential. In ensuring correct and efficient utilization of the services offered as student support, please note the following. To book an appointment with a student counselor, use the following website. It's caes-ukzn.bookcamp.com. We also have a toll-free line for counseling services, which is 0800 800 017, which is available Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Counseling sessions will be offered on two platforms. Teletherapy is conducted online via Zoom, whilst face-to-face is conducted at our office on the different sites that can be found here. You can also contact us and find more information via these platforms. Our generic email address is aessupport@ukzn.ac.za. Our website is aessupport.ukzn.ac.za. You can also find us on Facebook at ukzncaes.sss. And Instagram, you can follow us at CAES_Student Support Services. We look forward to hearing from you, and thank you.
Thank you, Swasti. Thank you, Tuli.
Thank you, Tuli, and thank you for that, Prashna. We've had quite a few questions regarding the augmented program in the Q&A section, and we have Godfrey who'd be able to just clear up some of the questions and speak to you quickly about the augmented program. Godfrey?
Thank you, Ms. Wastika. Let me share my screen here. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Yes. Okay. The augmented program is a 5-year program, which is an extension of our engineering program, right? Which is under Center for Academic Success in Science and Engineering, that is CAS. And the students will remain in augmented for 2 years before they move into the mainstream. During their first year, this is the curriculum, right? The students register for Math 160 and Physics 160. These are year-long modules. And on the registration platform, they appear as 32 credits. But at the end, when counting the total number of credits is 16 credits each. These are equivalent to Math 131 and Physics 151 of the mainstream. Then, during the first semester, the students register as well augmented engineering drawing and augmented technical communication, which is, these are 8 credit modules. And in second semester, they register the augmented engineering materials and augmented engineering design, meaning that when they move into mainstream, they don't repeat the mainstream modules. There are certain mainstream modules which are equivalent to these modules, right? When a student fails any augmented module, the student cannot repeat that module, but he has to take the mainstream module. For instance, if a student fails Math 160, which is a year-long module, it means in the following year, the student has to repeat by taking Math 131, which is now done in 1 semester, which is the equivalent module, right? Same applies to physics, the drawing, and so on. And right here we have a list of equivalent modules. In the next few weeks, I will have a full workshop of this presentation where I will show you the equivalent modules, so that when you register in the following years, you don't repeat the modules that you would have done in augmented, because we have seen this happening. We have seen students making this kind of mistakes and so on. Right? Like the ones that I highlight right here, these are similar modules, the engineering material and ENCH2MS. This is for Camp H. They do it in the second year and so on. Right. Now, in their second year, they take year-long modules as well, but now with specific discipline modules. Like in this case right here, I've taken an example of chemical engineering, where the student now will register Chem 161 and chemical engineering principles. The chemical engineering principles is done by chemical engineering students only in the mainstream. That is in first semester. And in second semester, chemical engineering principles 2 is done by chemical engineering students only. And then even the chemical engineering chemistry 2 is done by chemical engineering students. In Now, what is more important is to get curriculum advice so that you correctly choose the correct modules in your second year. Before the end of this year, your lecturer, that is the campus coordinator for the argumented students, Mr. Shandira, will sit down with you and will request you to choose or to indicate your discipline of choice, whether it is chemical engineering, electrical, civil, mechanical, or so on. Such that when now selecting the second year modules, they actually know so and so is taking these modules. So this one is for mechanical engineering. If you are to look at it, you can see that there is a slight difference right here, because right here they are doing design in semester 2, which is not part of the chemical engineering students and so on. Right. So at the end of your program, you graduate with an engineering degree. It's not a written argumented engineering, it's engineering degree. Just like the mainstream, it is only that you do it over a period of 5 years as compared to the 4 years that the mainstream normally takes. Then when it comes to the credits, it's still the same number of credits. At the end, you should achieve 576 credits for you to be degree complete. And all the rules really apply as spoken by professors and so on. Although you have your own progression rules, that is, you have your progression thresholds, which are slightly different from the mainstream. This is because the number of credits that you take every semester is less than those taken by the mainstream. Right. When it comes to the timetable, as most of you have asked in the chat box, your lecturer, Mr. Shandire, will email you the timetable. You are only one class, so it's easy to manage. So they will sit down, they will send you the timetable, the proper timetable, and so on, for argumented students. That is for the argumented students. Then when it comes to the timetable for the mainstream, I've seen in the chat box where students are asking how to interpret the timetable, right? For first years, there is no clash on the timetable. If you see that there is a clash, it is because you are crossing the groups. If you are chemical engineering, on the vertical side of the timetable, that will be given by or you have been already given by the administrators, right? You are going to be given the timetable by the administrator with all the disciplines included, right? On that timetable, you look on the vertical side, you choose or you select your discipline. If it is a chemical, that is a CH, you move horizontally with the chemical. That is your actual timetable. If it is a civil, you just move horizontally. That is your timetable, and so on. So the administrator will just give you the timetable, and next week, when there is in-person the orientation, most of these things will be actually explained to you. Right. I don't know if there is any other question. Okay.
Godfrey, we can't see your presentation anymore. Do you still need your presentation to be showing?
No, I removed the presentation because the slide that I had was only for the argumented students.
Okay.
So when I explained the timetable, I don't have a presentation for the timetable. I am answering the questions which are in the chat box.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you, Godfrey. Are you done?
Okay. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Thank you so much for that, Godfrey.
No.
Thank you, students. We've come to the end of the presentations. We have had a lot of questions regarding the timetables on the question and answer section. Just to know that timetables have been posted to the discipline websites. And on Monday, you can go to your respective disciplines offices and ask for printed copies of the timetables. Or we will have a information gazebo that will be set up on main campus just outside the library. You'll see the gazebos and there'll be students with UKZN t-shirts on. You can come to any of us. We'll be set up from 8 a.m. on Monday morning until 1 p.m. Monday to Friday next week. And there will be students that will be able to answer questions, help take you to lecture venues if you're lost, but they would also be there to help direct you to the disciplines to get copies of these timetables. So anything that you're unsure about on Monday morning, once you get to campus, we do have the gazebos that will be set up outside the main library on main campus at Howard College, and there will be gazebos on PMB campus as well. This is also advertised on the website. We have posted the link to the website in the question and answer section earlier. That shows whatever help you need, and all of the links are there on that website. So with that, if there aren't any other questions, we would like to say thank you for attending, and we hope that we see you all next week at lectures. Okay. Thank you,
Thanks, panel.
everybody.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Okay.